Hello, Middle 2 in Unit 3. Lesson 1 is talk about fossil. First, we must know about fossil. What's meant by fossil? They are trace and the remain of all the living organisms that preserved in sedimentary rocks. So, trace, it's all the living organisms and indicate activity during its life, like worms' tunnels and dinosaur footprints. But remain, trace that indicate remain of all the living organisms after death. So trace indicate activity during its life and remain indicate after death. Remain like remain of dinosaur skull, remain of shark teeth. So to make fossils we need hard skeleton and it must period fastly after death. 3. Suitable medium to protect it from decomposition. So, to know the classification of fossils, we have 4 classifications. Completely body fossil, cast, mold, petrified fossil. Number 1. Fossil completely body or completely body fossils. That mean we have all the living organisms that died and fastly buried in medium that saved from decomposition. We have 2 types from fossil of complete body, mammoth fossil and amber fossil. Mammoth fossil, we found mammoth animal and died rapidly buried in the snow due to snow avalanche in Siberia. We found mammoths have the shape and all air and the flesh and food in its stomach. So we found the mammoths inside the snow and the snow preserved from decomposition. Amber, what's meant by amber? Amber is solidified resinous matter that was secreted by pine tree, which was common in old geological period. So we found the insect inside the amber. That amber preserve insect from decomposition. Mold, formation of mold, like a copy from internal shape or structure of living organisms, like snail. When the snail falls on the sea floor and its buried sediments, the sediments fill up the shell cavity and solidify as time passes. The shell decomposes completely and leave the rock of mold carrying internal structure, internal details of the snails. Example, like ammonite fossils mold, fossil mold of Petrified. Application for formation of mold, like candle mold. We must melt paraffin wax and roll a paper and put empty yogurt can that pass a thick thread through it. Pour the melted wax in cylinder so the candle or the wax take the internal shape of the paper. Number 3, let's talk about the cast. Mold take the internal, so cast take external. So it's a copy or replica of original external shape or outer shell of living organisms. When the dead body left on the cement is called cast. Example of cast, fossil cast of furnace or trace fossils of worms tunnels, like that. Number 4, petrified fossils. Petrified fossils is a fossil that replaced by mineral replace organic matter part by part and take the same shape, like petrified wood, dinosaurs' eggs, dinosaur tooth. So petrified wood look like rocks because they give us details about the living old plant. And what's meant by petrification? Petrification is a process of replacing the wood material by silica to form petrified woods. So we must know about the importance of fossils. First, have index fossil. What's meant by index fossil? They are fossils of living organisms. They lived for a short period of time and become extinct. So we must study the extinct animal. And to know about importance of fossils, it's used for indicate age of sedimentary rocks, because the sedimentary rocks and the fossils are the same age as the age of extinct animal or living organisms, the age of rocks. Number two, used for figure out the paleo-environmental. Fossil give an idea about the environmental that lived in at all the geological age. Figuring out pale environmental, like we know about the Nummulitis fossils, we prove the limestone Jabal al-Mu'attam, they are indicate was a sea in that area more than 35 million years ago. When we found furnace fossils, indicate they lived in rainy tropical environment. And we found coral reef fossils, they indicate the environmental where they lived was clear, warm, and shallow sea. Clear, warm, shallow sea. And used for suitable condition for fossil formation, we need to know about fossil record. Fossil record exists in the rocks of different area, indicate extinction and evolution of organisms. So to make fossils formation, we need to talk about hard skeleton again, body that period immediately after death, and the existence of suitable. Number three, studying fossils record. In the plant world, the algae is start the first, and then begin to start mosses and ferns, and gymnosperm and angiosperm. In animal world, invertebrates such as cobra and the molluscs with shell appeared before vertebrates. The first vertebrate appeared was fishes, then amphibian, then reptile, and finally bird and mammals appeared together. Number four, used for petroleum explorations. Geologists take a sample from the rocks. They are searching for petroleum in the well. When they found microfossils like foraminifera and radiolaria, they will indicate the age of rocks, and there are suitable amount or suitable medium for formation of petrols.